Hello Game Gumshoes fans, Chris here with another review. This time we're going to present to you Wits and Wagers Family. Wits and Wagers Family is a very fun party game. We played it over Thanksgiving at my family's house. Pretty simple. You've obviously got the box. Your rules don't even really look like rules until you open it up. Big explanation on the back. Lovely pictures, shows you how to do everything. You'll get a little flyer with information from North Star Games about their game. This game is for ages 8 and up, but you can probably play it a little bit lower, but not likely. Some of the questions in the game are a little rough, just because they're different. So, here's your game board. Pretty simple. It's a dry erase board, really good for the environment. Here's your dry erase pen. You'll have several of these. You keep score by basically Xing out your different points as you get them. Let's go ahead and wipe that off. You also have the questions. Answers are on the back. They come in this little tray, and so it makes it kind of convenient. Each question card has 2 questions on it. So that'll give you something to work with. Each team will also get 2 Meeples. Yes, these are Meeples. They look like little peoples, depending on which color you are. Now, in the game, there's purple, there is blue, there's green, there's pink, and there is yellow. These are your bidding boards. What happened is you sit there and take a wild guess at what you think the answer is. You write it down on your bidding board, everybody lays it down, and you see who gets closest. This is the number 1. It's a blackboard. It starts off at the beginning of the streak, and depending on what numbers are written here, you put them in numerical order from 1 to whatever the highest number is. The reason you're using numbers is you have questions like this. What percentage of U.S. kids ages 10 to 14 own a cell phone? And down here in the little corner, it actually gives you the source of their information. That way, if you really wanted to check it yourself to verify, you could. In this case, it says Center for Media and Child Health, 2009. And so basically each team or player, or however you want to do it, they would write down what they think the percentage is. And, after everybody's got their answer, you lay them all down, and people get a chance to bid. Now, after they're in order, you take your Meeples, and you place them on the different bidding boards based on which one you think is correct. Now, you don't have to put any Meeples on your own board, although, if you know you got the answer right, no reason not to. Because if you put down the right answer, you'll get a point. If your large Meeple is on the correct answer, it's 2 points. And if your little Meeple is on there, it's 1 point. So you have the potential to have up to 4 points per turn, or absolutely no points. Now, the reason the 1 is here is for what I like to call the Price is Right rule. If you're afraid that you're going to bid too high, or everyone else has bid too high, you bid $1. That way you have the closest to the right answer. So in this case, if no one is correct on any of their bids, then if you had your Meeple on the board that says 1, then you would get a point for the correct answer, or 2 points if you used the large Meeple. Anyhow, like I said, a lot of it's percentages, numbers. How old was Miley Cyrus when her TV show Hannah Montana debuted is a question. And, by the way, the cell phone question, the answer is 60%. And Miley Cyrus, that's 13. It actually gives you a little fact blurb about it. So at least they won't be talking on the phone while driving. Well, they're 10 to 14. If they're driving, they're probably on a tractor or a moped. But that's neither here nor there. Again, Wits and Wagers, fun family game. You will run across questions where people like, how is anyone supposed to know that? And, well, that's when you bid 1. But at the same time, we also had my sister was answering our question, and she was like, "Oh, I knew the answer to this because I just saw a documentary on such and such, and she actually was correct, which was pretty good considering she mostly plays Scrabble." But thank you for joining me. Check out Wits and Wagers Family. Family is not the only game in the set. There are other Wits and Wagers. There's Wits and Wager Party, and all kinds of other ones. Check out my written review over on our Facebook page, and feel free to like and subscribe because it's nice to know that you're paying attention, watching, reading, what have you. And you'll get a link to North Star Games' website. So if you wanted to check out the game yourself, you can. I want to thank the guys over at Rock and Rooster Comics and Games in Western Hills, near where I live, for providing me with this copy of the game so I could do the review. Again, thank you for joining me, Chris, and have fun gaming.